Hello everyone, this is a Phoam Ranger here with another episode of Phoam Ranger Sports. This one is doing a quick recap of the rest of men's tennis of the 2026 season. Last one, I had just finished the Arizona State Diablo Collegiate Invitational wrap up from February 27th through 28th. Now I'm doing the rest of the season basically. So Boise State hosted the Boise State Spring Invitational at Boise Rec and Swim Club from March 6th into March 7th. The Broncos swept that one, beating Idaho State 4-0 on Friday, March 6th, early afternoon. Then later in the afternoon, they beat Montana 4-0. Then on March 7th, they beat 56th ranked BYU 4-2. Then on Friday, March 13th, they beat number 72 Cal Poly at Appleton Tennis Center, SIP 4-1. Later on that night, they beat Montana State at Appleton 4-0. Then in the morning on March 14th, they lost 1-4 against number 38 Santa Clara. Then they beat DePaul later that day 4-3. Then they started Mountain West play at home against Nevada on March 20th, winning 4-0. Then they took on non-con opponent UC Irvine at home at Appleton Tennis Center, winning 4-0 on March 22nd. Then they resumed conference play at the Air Force on March 27th with the 42 victory. Then on March 29th, they played at New Mexico, winning 4-3. The Broncos on April 4th hosted San Diego State and lost 3-4. On April 11th, they went on the road to 67th ranked Utah State, losing 2-4. Then they hosted to end the regular season number 70 UNLV on April 18th, winning 4-0. And then they played in the Credit Union 1 Mountain West Championship in Las Vegas, Nevada. They opened with number 6 New Mexico on April 22nd with a 4-0 win. Then the semifinal, they took a number 2 San Diego State on April 23rd with a 4-0 win. In the title game, they lost to the number 1 ranked Utah State, the number 1 seeded Utah State, losing 3-4 on April 24th. So in the spring season, men's tennis went 20-9, or won 71% of their matches. In conference play, they're 4-3, winning 57%. They're 12-3 at home, 2-2 on the road, and 8-4 neutral side. In terms of the spring competition stats, for singles, Aaron Stewart Aronson was 14-8 and 3-2 conference. At the number 1 spot, he was 1-1. Second spot, 9-3. Third spot, 2-3. Fourth spot, 2-1. He ended the season on a 3-game win streak or 3-match win streak, winning 6 of 2 of its last 10. And against nationally ranked opponents, he was 1-1. Carson Baker went 10-8. Overall, 3-2 conference. And number 2 singles, he was 1-2, 5-6 in number 3. Number 4 spot, 4-0. Who was 4-3 in the last 10. And 0-2 against nationally ranked players. Adam Duda was 2-0 in singles in springtime, 1-0 in the 5th spot, 1-0 in 6th spot. Idris Haruch was 7-5 in singles, 0-1 in conference, 1-0 in the number 4 spot, and 6-5 number 6 spot. Was 0-2 in his last 10. Teo Crata went 12-4 in the spring and 1-1 in conference. He was 3-0 in the number 3 spot, 2-0 number 4, 2-3 in number 5, and 5-1 number 6. And he won the last 4 matches of the season he was involved in. Julius Seifert in singles action went 11-2 and 1-1 in conference. 1-0 in the number 3 spot, 2-0 number 4 spot, 3-0 number 5 spot, and 5-2 number 6 spot. Michael Severson went 2-0 in the spring, 1-0 number 5, 1-0 number 6. Philip Soderquist went 13-9 in the spring in singles action, 4-0 conference play. Was 2-4 number 1 spot, 4-2 number 2 spot, 1-1 number 3 spot, 3-2 number 4 spot, 5-3 in the 5th spot. And he was 0-3 against nationally ranked opponents. Avery Talixon went 11-7. Overall, 2-3 conference in singles action, was 8-5 in the number 1 spot, 3-1 number 2, 0-1 number 3. And Lucas Filick in singles action was 16-3, 3-1 in conference, 1-0 number 2 spot, 1-0 number 3 spot, 4-2 number 4 spot, 10-1 number 5 spot. As a team, the Broncos were 98-46 overall singles action, 17-11 in conference matches, 11-10 number 1 spot, 18-8 number 2, 13-11 number 3, 18-5 number 4, 20-4 number 5, and 18-8 in the 6th spot. And the Broncos were 1 of 6 in singles matches against nationally ranked players. In doubles, Stuart Aronson was 13-9 in doubles competition, 3-3 in conference, was 10-6 in number 2 doubles, and 3-3 in number 3 doubles. Carson Baker was 16-8, 3-1 in conference, 16-8 in number 1 doubles slot. It was 2-2 against nationally ranked doubles opponents. And Duda was 3-0 in doubles action, 1-0 number 2 doubles, and 2-0 number 3 doubles spots. Idris Hadouch was 7-5. 2-2 conference play was 1-0 number 2 doubles spot and 6-5 number 3 doubles. Teo Crata was 13-9, 3-3 conference, 1-1 in the first double spot, 3-1 number 2 double spot, and 9-7 number 3 double spot, and was 0-1 in doubles matchups against nationally ranked duos. Julius Seifert was 8-5 in doubles action, 1-1 in conference, 1-0 number 1 doubles, 3-1 number 2 doubles, and 4-4 number 3 double slots. Philip Soderquist was 14-10 on the year, doubles, 3-3 conference, 10-6 in number 2 doubles, and 4-4 in number 3 doubles. Avery Talixon 16-7, 3-1 in conference play, all of which coming at the number 1 double spot, and was 2-1 against nationally ranked doubles opponents. And Lucas Felick was 0-1 at the number 3 spot. And doubles matches in springtime as a team, 45-27. Overall, 9-7 conference, 17-8 in number 1 doubles slot, 14-7 number 2 double slot, 14-12 number 3 double slot, and 2-2 against national ranked doubles opponents. So, pretty successful year for men's tennis. Again, getting into the championship game of the conference tournament. Unfortunately, couldn't win it and did not qualify for the NCAA tournament this year. It looks like either individually or with doubles or anything like that. So, got to in their final year at the Maoist Conference title game. Unfortunately, couldn't bring it home. So they look to rebound and get back to winning conference championships and the Pac-12 this upcoming year.